Hello and welcome to the Stand Comedy Club podcast. Editor Chris here, just to let you know on today's episode, towards the end of recording, the recorder cuts out and we've had to switch to the camera audio just for a small fraction of the episode. The rest of the episode is still intact. This week's episode is with Karen Dunbar. You should go see her at the Glasgow Comedy Festival at the Citizens Theatre on Wednesday the 25th of March. Enjoy the episode. Well, look about, ooh-wee.
Hello. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Stand Comedy Club podcast.
Nice.
With Karen Dunbar.
Hi everybody.
Woo!
Big episode today.
Yes.
We got
For me?
Yeah.
For you.
I'm very happy. I'm also full of snotters.
And it is very cold outside today, so
Yeah. You just let us know if you get too cold.
yeah.
And I was saying that it would be great to be a tradesman because you can come when you want, leave when you want, do what you want, charge what you want. But it's great being an entertainer as well. You just eat biscuits and call it funny. It's not funny. It's not funny.
That's good. You must get a lot of free biscuits being an entertainment.
I get a lot of free shit.
Yeah. That's good.
What's the best free thing you've been given?
That's a hard one. I also don't want to turn people against me, but I'm just going to tell you.
Please do.
Last year, I was having a nana nap quite late, about 6ish. And I sat bolt upright and thought, I'm going to see Oasis. And I got in the shower, got into my motor, drove up the M8, and I was like, I've no ticket. And I went, it doesn't matter. I didn't matter. And I took money with me. To bribe somebody.
Yeah.
And when I got there, there was a wee guy and I says to him, whose grass do I have to cut? I mean, Richard Ashcroft was playing, the Verb, Bittersweet Symphony was playing. I says, whose grass do I need to cut to get in here? And he went, I was just watching you on TikTok. I went, were you? He says, aye. I went, right. He went, go and ask him there. I says to the guy at the turnstile, he says I have to get in.
Nice.
And he went, on you go.
Oh, that's class.
Oh my God.
Do you think if you'd gone in with that boldness and just said that, like whoever you were, maybe you would have got in?
I think TikTok helped.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm fair
He was a
enough.
wee young guy, so he hadn't watched the telly. So I mean, he probably didn't know what telly
Yeah,
was.
fair.
But he'd been watching. He was like, oh my God, I've just been watching you. I was like,
I've just this camera isn't in the right angle. Keep talking.
I've got no more to say about that.
Oh, yeah.
Other than
That's
my
actually
deep shame
class.
because everybody else paid so much.
Yeah. I
But-
feel like, I don't know, I would 100% want to get free stuff if I was famous like you.
Kirsty Walk called it fame tax, and I know that sounds a bit. Can I swear?
Yeah.
Sounds a
Please
bit.
do.
Right? Piss, cunt, flaps. I know it sounds a bit wanky. Fame tax, yeah. But sometimes, because other times, I was out at a discotheque the other night because I like to dance.
Yeah.
It's a very strange thing to be right in the middle of dancing. Somebody does that to you with a camera. Right with the phone. Give me it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I had that, and sometimes, again, wankertastic here, but sometimes I'm like, I was out the other night, I had a good time, but it was a bit Karen Dunbar,
Yeah.
which sounds a bit weird, but when I say Karen Dunbar, it's like people are, you Karen Dunbar? You Karen Dunbar? Fuck no, mate, fuck you Karen Dunbar, it's Karen Dunbar. Are you Karen Dunbar? You are Karen Dunbar. So sometimes it's, and that's the worst of it, when I don't mind getting my photo taken, all of that. Come on then. People are great, but it's that in the dark,
so
jump up
like,
and then hooked to the side like that. Okay.
Yeah. People just, it's like they don't see that you're just a person. They're just like fucking.
Folk are
I just
pissed and
know that.
excited.
Yeah, I suppose that's what it is.
Do you know what I mean? And that's great because then they'll come to see shows and things like
True.
that. So it's all quid pro quo.
Do you get people, see if you're like doing some kind of performance, do you get people like shouting out from the audience like catchphrases and stuff like in the middle? Is that just like, because I remember, who was I talking to you about this? No, like Limmy doing, he was doing like a show to promote his book, and then just the whole way through, the crowd are just fucking shouting out catchphrases.
They turned the veins against.
Yeah, exactly. And then he had to like do a section of like just shout out what you want me to do, and I'll do it. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, that must be shy.
again, it's that it is and it's no.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my jacket off. I'm too
Oh,
hot.
okay,
No
good,
worries.
good.
I can hold it for the rest of the episode.
No, I don't. Not that one. Yes, hold this, please. Because I did a tour last year. I've got another tour coming, and I do a bit with the main catchphrases are "I smell shite."
Okay.
Keys a switch your fanny.
Yeah.
yeah.
But you get, and they're shouting it out, and I'm like, do you not think that in this show that I've got a plan
Yeah.
to bring those catchphrases in to this show
Yeah.
a bit better than you're doing at the new Derek?
Yeah. It's like nice that they like it so much.
Yeah.
But it's also like, come
Yeah.
on.
It is.
Come on.
Yeah.
Excuse
It must also feel like you're just constantly like you need to be like on if you're like out and
Yeah.
about, and it feels that if you're saying like a Karen Dunbar night, then like that you're out and about in having a dance and stuff, and then people want you to do the catchphrases and
Yeah.
take pictures. You have to be like nice.
Well,
to everyone.
firstly, I don't do the catchphrases.
Nice.
No, I don't. Again, I'm going to say wanker quite a few times a day, but that sounds a bit. I forgot. Really?
Yeah.
But quite early on, it was a secret vow. What I made to myself was, do not stand in the middle of Argyle Street performing.
Yeah.
Because at one point I
Yeah.
just had this horrible feeling that a small crowd had gathered watching me going,
Yeah.
doing all the things.
You're just like the wee jester, like.
And then they all wandered away.
Oh.
And I'm still saying it.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't
That's
do it. I'm
scary.
good with people, and I'm like, you say it. Right, you say it to me. Come on now. And they quite like that.
Yeah.
But there's a bit of me that's like, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do
No,
it.
you're
That's
right,
actually
you're right.
so fair.
You're
like
right.
so valid. I feel like
that's why it's
Yeah.
not like no.
Yeah.
This is my art. It's no. It's
Yeah.
that I'm like, all right, everybody.
Yeah, and then they all turn away. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a
Very
horrible.
good.
Yeah.
That's
Because they've
horrible
got a memory
feeling.
on the telly, and they want me to say it, and they want me to video it, and
Yeah.
say
So
it
they
to
can say it to their
and I'm
pals or
like,
whatever.
No,
Yeah.
I'll take the video, and I'm like, hello, what's his name, Jim? Hi, Jim. This is your wife here. Aye, she's pissed. She's wanting me to say catchphrases. You say it. What's your name? Jeanette. Jeanette, you say it. And all that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got to have standards.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think it's understandable and
Yeah.
very reasonable. Yeah.
We had a very famous singer come in to watch Red Raw a few months ago, and he was steaming, like really, really drunk. We ended up staying for drinks after, and one of his songs is going to be like one of my best pals' first dance at their wedding. So I was like, I
Can't tell you the
have to.
anticipation I've got to find out who this is.
We'll bleep it out. We'll bleep it out.
Yeah, I had to, and I was like, I have to. I sent them a message being like, "You'll never guess who I'm sat next to," and then they were like, "Please, please, please, get us a video, or like a picture or something." And I was like, "Oh God, this is so
Don't wanna be that
embarrassing." Like,
person.
I hate asking those kind of questions, and I was like, "This will never happen. That is so important to them and everything." So then we ended up asking. Not me, but the person sat next to me was like, "Oh, come on, just do it." So he asked for me, and then it transpired that instead of a picture, he took us all outside and started singing the song.
Ooh.
But
Oh, it's a twist.
yeah, but then he was passing the phone to me for me to sing with him. But I didn't know the song.
Oh, no. See?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was like, he was like trying to sing it with me, and in the video, I'm just like smiling like
No.
like that, and I was absolutely mortified, and I was so embarrassed that I went straight home after.
I've seen the video and I can like
Yeah.
it's
And
the,
can we-
it's
can
the,
we get
it's
the
the most
reveal?
embarrassing thing
Yeah,
I've ever
but
seen.
Chris, can you please bleep this out? But it was yeah.
Right. Well, that would give me a wee bit of leeway because it's not his song.
Yes.
But still.
But the way the video is like, it pans to you and you're like, and then it pans to like everyone else who's there, and nobody really knows the
Yeah,
lyrics.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm dying. I'm dying already.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Chatting to someone who just like
But
Yes, shite.
see when people say, excuse me, can we get a photo? I'm like, no bother, give your phone, I'll take it as a
Yeah, yeah,
selfie.
yeah.
And I take the phone and I do that. And I'm like, there you go. And they're like, I love you. I've been watching and I'm like, thanks very much, that's great.
Yeah.
See that?
Fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah.
if I'm standing somewhere and they're like, can I just say? And I'm like, aye.
Yeah.
But when it's like anthem, enjoy, I'm in love with you is playing,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
about to go at that big piano
Yeah,
solo,
yeah, and that's
I'm
what
about
they
to
do.
do that, and then pull me
yeah.
to sit, I'm
Yeah.
hi,
Yeah.
because
That's
but that's half my like. So Tune the Fat came out when I was 27, so I'm 54.
no way.
Ooh.
Profile. Thanks for saying no way so quickly, although I wasn't quite buying it. But so that's half my life.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's
So
amazing.
there's a strange subconscious peripheral vision that is on that it's like a spidey sense goes, I think they're going to come out.
Yeah, right.
And 9 times out of 10. But sometimes, I mean, I remember early on with that. Actually, this was kind of opposite where I was in Marks and Spencer's
Ooh.
because I was earning money now and I could
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
nice food.
Yeah.
And there was a woman going, John, and I thought she's recognised me. John came over to her and I'm standing just at the side and she went, do you want mince? And I was like, oh.
I could just imagine you being like,
I was like, but most of the time it is, and people will be this close to me and
Yeah.
go, that's Karen Dunbar. And sometimes I go like that. And sometimes I go, I can hear you saying words because you're right next to me. Like, I know I was just saying to him that you're Karen Dunbar. I was like, that's right. What's your name? Very quickly say, what's your name?
Yeah,
Where are you from?
yeah.
And then again they talk about themselves and they fucking
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah.
That's
aye.
what people want, really.
yeah, they
Yeah.
want,
You're
yeah.
not interested in me. See if people do ask, and how are you? I'm like, I've not been very good lately.
No,
Like,
exactly.
oh, and they don't like that. They don't want that.
I'm having a tough time actually. Well, anyway, yeah, that's good. No, that's perfect. My friend used to say it like if he ever saw someone famous, he would just say their full name, like not say anything else. If he would see you, he'd just be like Karen Dunbar, like that. Karen Dunbar, and it made me laugh so much. Very funny.
But then I've been like that
With other people.
Yeah.
One of the worst. There's a comedian, actor, singer, Josie Lawrence.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was a massive
She
fan.
American?
No.
Josie Lawrence.
See, this is Caledonia. This is
Well,
it was Caledonia.
I think I've got like an image of her in my mind.
Josie Lawrence, she was in Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Right. Oh, yeah.
Maybe about 8 year older than me.
Yeah.
So she was in her mid-20s. I was like 16.
Yeah.
And I watched that and I loved it. Plus, I was kind of just coming out. I fancied her, I loved her, admired her. I was confused. I was drunk. I was blah blah blah. So, cut to I'm doing the Gilded Balloon at the festival, and I'm in the big room in there,
Yeah.
and I've just done the show, and I'm coming down the stairs, and Karen Corrin standing outside, and I said, "Right, Karen, I'm away," and she went, "Oh, Karen, come and meet," and she went, "Josie," it was Josie Lawrence, and I went. This was it. I went, "Oh my God, I love you." And she went, "Oh, thank you." I went, I love you.
Yeah.
Proper starstruck.
Oh my God. I love you. 5 times. And she's like, started
Like,
shuffling
okay.
from one foot to the other. So I know.
Yeah, the
I
feeling.
understand.
Yeah.
I empathise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's only, what can you do? And
No,
sometimes
it's also like what are you supposed to say? Like, how can you convey what they mean to you?
Yeah.
And also, like, they don't care. Like,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
still want to say something.
Yeah, I also do think that there's certain celebrities that like obviously working in Scottish comedy, you know, there's going to be people that come in and out
Yeah.
in the Scottish circuit. But then there's certain people that you just would never anticipate being in the same scenario
Yes.
with. We had Kate McKinnon
Yeah.
come into the old stand to watch a show. And Kate McKinnon, fun fact, she was the person that made me realise that I liked women.
Right, Josie Lawrence.
So then someone sent a message. I wasn't working. I think it might have been like the first Friday I wasn't working or something.
I wasn't working
Yeah,
either.
and then someone sent a message being like, "Oh my God, Kate McKinnon's in," and I was like, I need to go. I need to go. But I honestly think if I was working, I would have like just been like, I had to run away. I wouldn't. Yeah,
it is mad. She's like, because obviously she's a comedian, but it's like,
it's
like
the
the American,
it's like SNL.
somebody that you never even think would be in the same country.
Yeah.
as
The
you,
first
like.
famous people that I met, like was introduced to, was I was hosting karaoke and somebody had come up to me and really enjoying you hosting karaoke. And I was like 19, 20-year-old. And we're doing World AIDS Day benefit on at the Arches. Would you like to host it?
Yeah.
I was like, I would. I mean, I was so... And when I went, the top of the bill was Hoss and Jimmy Somerville.
Yeah.
And they were like, come over and say hello to Hoss and Jimmy. And I acted like a wanker because I was too frightened. I would be sycophantic. So I was like, you all right?
Yeah.
No,
I did that.
And Jimmy was like, hi, it's great to meet you. They've heard great things about you.
Yeah.
Ross was like, hello. And I was like,
all right.
aye.
Yeah.
How do you want introduced? And they were like, just whatever you think. And I went, all right. And there was a massive buffet and I took a cheese plate and I sat with a piece of blank paper like that, eating cheese because I could not cope with the famousness of them. I know.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
See, when you did karaoke hosting, were you doing like bits in between, or were you just sort of
Kind of, but not in a work. Because I don't come from a stand-up background at all. I don't. When people are saying when did you start doing stand-up, I'm like, I don't know if I did because my job was to go in and host. I would have something would happen and I would think, oh, fucking wait to tell them this on Wednesday and blah blah blah. And I would tell it, but I wouldn't think there's a beginning, middle and an end of that.
And stuff,
You know, and I had some stock stories for my life, which, you know, my sister had taken a tab of acid, so that story, right? And that's a great story. And I'm like, wait till I tell you this. Or sometimes I had jokes that I would tell. Like, right, this wee boy for Yorkshire, blah, 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 blah. And I would do that. But I wouldn't be thinking...
You wouldn't be thinking that
right, there's a singer and then I'm going to do this.
Yeah,
I didn't no structure to it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But that's kind of nice. Like,
it's very organic.
Yeah.
When I first saw you do a slot at Red Raw, like in the old...
That's only that was only last year.
Yeah.
I am Red Raw with that.
Yeah.
But it was really, firstly, the reaction to you coming on, that was cool. That was like, everyone went fucking mental.
Yeah.
Imagine like 200 people going, Karen Dunbar.
Hey! Like Canadian guy going, I don't know.
And then, but it just really felt like you just had really funny stories to tell. And it was nice that you were like, oh, and this is just what happened. And it was like, you were like gathering everyone around you to be like, yeah, no, it was really good. That was great. It was great.
I am 5. No, that's good.
That was meant to be a compliment.
I'll take it. Yeah. No, I'm taking it. No, because I've got another Ramon in here. I've got another couple of there's a benefit. I'm doing that, but there's some new things because I've got a new show. I just don't know what I'm doing.
But then, like, who does? Like,
I get, but I think sometimes they'll be like, right, I'll write it, I'll structure it like this, and I don't know. I'm just just gonna. I mean, that story about my sister. I'm like, I need to write that up, and then I sit and I'm like, what I need to do, what I've found has given me a better way to do it is, if I tell the story and keep telling it,
you can find out what the funnious way to do it is.
I can write it to a certain
but
then things that I think are funny.
That's just different ways of doing things. Like, if you know it's funny, you know it gets a good reaction.
Well, I'll find
because it's like your story. Not that we're going to tell it now, but your story about being an au pair in America. You've told it so many times.
Yeah.
You know the beats that are going to make people like.
And when people jump in, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Exactly.
And people reveal the twist end right at the beginning, and I'm just like, well, you've ruined it now.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like your process is different from.
And I do think I should be doing that.
Yeah.
But because I'm on tour, no disrespect to the people at the start of the tour, because I did 80 dates last year.
Whoa! Wow.
Aye. And And the first one, I was in Glasgow, doing at the horse, blah, blah, blah. And one of the last ones was in Glasgow, and I wanted to say to the people that were at the first one,
come to this
listen,
one.
I'm
like
sorry.
this.
Because there's so much tighter there.
Yeah.
I don't think there's... Obviously, I'm an actor, darling, and so if we were to put on the first rehearsal, do you know what I mean?
Right,
And then 3 weeks later, because you're rehearsing it every day, so like, obviously I'm... Anyway, that's just got to be the way,
But I think most shows, particularly in the French, most shows are like that.
Yeah, that's true. The first one's not as good as the last one. Or not even, it's like the first one's not as good as the middle one or something. Like the last one you're too tired, but the you know, there's like a peak somewhere.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's so good.
But see, when you're doing acting stuff, are you good at memorising stuff?
Well, I had been. However, menopause, which you'll hear women talking of menopause, and you'll probably be kind and compassionate, but also a bit like that.
Yeah. People don't talk, like, I don't know
I'm only
fucking
judging you
anything
by my
about
high
it.
standards, right? But that's what I was like
No,
for the
I
majority of
agree.
my life,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I was like, what is this?
I hear stuff all the time, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why do you just have to find this out by experiencing it rather than like?
Well,
It sounds horrible.
So that's started to lose my memory, and my memory was like a superpower. It's funny. I was looking at have you heard anything about Cynthia Erivo doing Dracula just now?
And she's playing every part.
Aye.
Yeah.
How many parts are there?
Like 100 million.
Whatever it is, it's like, I think it's 20,000 words.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And she's using autocue. Now I have no opinion. Whatever the play is it good? Is it not good? Do you enjoy it? You know, enjoying it. What is it? I don't care if they're like that, reading it. Makes no odds to me. That it's somebody can learn all these. Like I've heard people doing soliloquies, darling, and they're not very good at it.
Yeah, like they know all the words,
but they're only mouthing the words.
Yeah.
You
need to feel.
So I did a piece. I did a piece. I know it's not a piece. Happy Days by Samuel Beckett, which is and I had no idea who Samuel Beckett was, nothing at all. And the guy that asked me, Andy Arnold doing it at the Tron, he's like, I think you could do that. And there's a video on YouTube. Enjoy yourself.
Go and check it out.
Drop a tab of acid there. I've took 10 people to take drugs and go and watch this. It's an absurdist piece and it kind of makes no sense and it kind of does and it's phenomenal. And that's why but it's really out there, left field, avant-garde. It's fucking not me. I'm a karaoke host. However, I learned that piece and that was an hour and a half.
Whoa.
So the
That's
first
so
half's
impressive.
55 minutes and the second half.
And is it only you in it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
There's the woman called Winnie and her husband called Willie, but he doesn't speak.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
Well, he says he's got the last. He says one word. The last thing he says is Win, like her name, Win.
Oh.
That's it.
Yeah.
Everyone else is Winnie. And it took me 3 months to learn that. And I mean, like most days, I would spend 2 hours. I had it all recorded. I would go drives in the car for an hour and a half and listen to it all.
That's
and
mad.
stop and blah, blah, blah. I learned it all, and so I could do that.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I was good at it. It just meant that I knew it all.
Yeah. But I'm sure you were good at it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. But the upshot, what I'm saying in that is, fucking not a bit of me. I wouldn't even bother my arse for that now. I would not put myself through that.
Yeah.
And I had 3 plays where I was, by the way, I was bungee jumping yesterday. That's what that is.
I was wondering what that was.
Why?
It looked
What?
like
I
some
did a
kind-
bungee jump yesterday.
Why do they have to write on you? In case you
'cause
die?
that was the number I'm in the queue, and that was they've got to put your weight on you as well. So that's what that was.
That's
anyway,
crazy, but okay.
you'll see it online, so it's going to be online soon. Anyway, that's what it was. But just in case of that,
I thought you had gone out.
I thought famous people washed themselves in that, but they're bogging. No, I'm trying to scrub it off for so long. I'm like, I just need to leave it till it fades. Anyway, because I just saw it there. I'll show you a clip of it.
Please do.
Yeah. I'll show it. But this goes out, so you can't put it out before me.
No, okay,
No.
Right. That's the first time I've ever done it.
I've never done it.
I'm making a new show called Karen Dunbar Goes Too Far.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So you're just doing
And
like
I
loads of
don't know
mental
what's-
stuff.
I don't know what's happening on the day.
Oh.
I don't know what's going to happen to me. And then, so when we
I
got
would
to
have
the
an
place, I was
anxiety
like,
attack.
oh my God. Oh my God.
Is it that one that's over a river? Oh, I've seen TikToks of this.
Hold on.
Is this one where they sort of trick you? No, maybe that's the one I've seen. You look really scared. that.
Did
That's
you
such a
enjoy
cool
it?
video.
I loved it.
Really?
And I'm quite brave sometimes. I'm not daft. I'm no brave, I'm daft.
Yeah.
But when I found that out, my stomach.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
Because I only found it out like 10 minutes before I was doing it.
Yeah.
My stomach and everything. But I thought, maybe I'll not do it. And
Yeah.
I've always, do you know what? I'm good. I'm really good with it. I don't need to do it. I do
Oh,
not need
that's
to do
good.
it.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want
you don't
and
feel the
I'm dead
pressure.
solid on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. I was like, I wasn't going, hooray!
Yeah,
yeah.
But I was in it. I
Yeah.
was doing it.
Yeah.
And it was so quick as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. It's just like over with, yeah.
Couldn't. Yeah.
But
Couldn't be.
and
me.
of course, I can't fucking remember anything about it now because my memory's so bad.
Yeah.
So my memory went, I was doing 3 plays I did, pardon me, and one of them was The Importance of Being Earnest. I was Lady Bracknell.
yeah.
It was a phenomenal part.
Yeah.
Oscar Wilde.
Yeah.
The crew were great. The cast were great. The place was great. I did not enjoy my
Really?
memory.
No.
I was on stage, was like, get me
Just
off,
like
get me
stressed
off.
all the time.
No,
That's-
I've had
that's
stage
it.
fright and things like that. It's not the same.
Just,
It's
you're,
not the same.
like
you're just worried
fog?
about not remembering shit.
It's just a terror, and
Yeah.
I'm not up for terror anymore.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
doesn't,
Hey!
but like that doesn't help you. Like if you're scared about forgetting,
Right.
then the fear will make you probably forget
Yeah,
more.
And
yeah.
I did not. No, I was a massive learn, and it's very again wankertastic this word, but it's very muscular. The language is really
Yeah,
good. It's almost like Burnsian because I did Tam
okay.
O'Shanter and things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Tam O'Shanter, you've got to really. When Chapman Billies leave the street,
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
So
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
You got
really-
to, yeah.
and I didn't forget anything, but I was like,
Yeah.
I was ill.
Yeah.
And then I did another, and then I did the last play that I did was with my pal. She's magic, and the play was great, and I didn't even have much to do in it, and I was just, in fact, that's not true. I did one with her, and then I did a Glaswegian version of Great Expectations
Oh,
called
cool.
No Expectations,
Hell yeah.
which was brilliant.
Yeah.
And twice I dried on stage, and I've never dried.
Really?
And I was like walking around in this scene with the Pip, and I'm Lady Miss Havisham. Fucking magic role.
Yeah.
And we were walking for quite a while, and I was like, "That's
Something meant
funny
to have
that
happened,
we're-"
yeah.
No, I didn't even have that.
Yeah.
I just don't remember walking like this before. And then he said something like, "Do you think you should go home now?" And then I remembered that my line was,
I think
I am going to go home now. And I was like, yes, I am going to go home now. Oh, fuck. That's it. That's it now. What will happen now is somebody will come and take me by the elbow, lead me away by the elbow, and they'll sit me down in a dark space and get me a glass of water and
Yeah.
say, is there somebody we can phone?
Oh God.
That's what will happen to me
Oh, my
now.
God.
And I'll go away and be put into a home. I thought, I'm not doing that anymore.
That's
fair.
Or I'm not doing it the now.
Not yet. Because
So-
who knows, maybe it'll be like a blip and then it'll sort of...
It's different because there's the psychology of that. They can shout cut. And like,
Yeah,
so you can do it
again.
See it on
Oh,
that.
live.
That's a
The
bungee jump.
pressure.
That's a
Yeah. That's so fair.
My memory's already shit. I'm scared what's going to happen.
Yeah. Mine is bad.
But how much of that do you depend on for?
No, I suppose for me it's like long-term memories. Like I don't remember stuff from a year ago, but short-term's probably fine.
Right.
I don't know. People sort of tell me I forget stuff often. Like they'll be
Yeah.
like, "You said this last week," and I'm like, "No, I fucking didn't."
Yeah.
But
But I don't know if memory itself. I wonder if memory itself is changing, shifting, amorphous, and ephemeral.
Yeah.
because of technology and the way people.
Because why do I need to? Don't know MD's phone number.
The
pardon
right-
my
yeah.
Don't know. And of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
I straddle, pre and post technology, or pre and now technology.
Yeah.
That when I knew my pal's phone number was 285588 Lee Gowdy. That is her number.
6692099.
Was that?
My pal in primary school.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Oh, it's what age are you?
30. 1. 32.
Ah, but you're still.
Yeah.
I see.
Every time.
30. 1, 2, 9, 4.
Yeah.
Do you remember any phone numbers?
Yeah, I remember my dad's, but it's still my dad, so
Okay,
I
yeah,
don't think
fair.
I should say it. But he used to sing his phone number to us when we
That's
were
clever.
yeah. So then and he would, if we weren't going to be with parents or like with family, then he would sing it. and so it'd be
Whoa,
like
that's
if anything
clever.
happens, yeah.
I
But
like
I
that
still
a lot,
like
yeah.
as I'm phoning him, if I
You
ever
like
need to type
singing
it in,
song?
I'm like,
What's the
Yeah.
tune?
it's like that. Yeah.
That was beautiful. Is that Caledonia?
Yeah, my dad's pal on the TV.
But that was one of the things that helped me at the start to the first, right, so I did Tam O'Shanter, which is 13 minutes long, and I'd never learned anything that long, and I was asked to do it with this big company. I says, I don't know Tam O'Shanter, and they says, this is how much we'll pay you, and I says, what time do you want me to be there at?
Yeah.
So then I was learning it.
Yeah.
But then the next thing I learned was Denise Miner, the writer Denise Miner, wrote it for me, darling. A piece called A Drunk Woman Looks at a Thistle, which is a sort of different version, modern day female version of the Hugh McDermott, old Hugh McDermott play A Drunk Man Looks at the Thistle, an exploration of sort of Scottish identity. And that was 45 minutes, and I thought, I will never be able to learn this. And then I thought, but sung at the karaoke. I could sing for 45 minutes.
Right,
yeah.
I could sing songs that would last 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So I
So you
know
know
the
words,
words. I have
yes.
learned the
Yeah.
words
Yeah.
for 45 minutes. Therefore,
Yeah.
and there was something in that shifted something in my
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
I didn't, I didn't
I
sing it
suppose
to
it's
myself,
just
but
believing you can do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's knowing that you've got
Yeah,
evidence
yeah.
that you've already done it. That's
Yeah.
always a good
I
question for me.
suppose
What's the
like
evidence?
in like comedians do hour-long shows, and I guess they
My show's an hour and a half.
yeah, I get. But is it like word for word? Are you?
No, not necessarily, but it is pretty much section by section,
yeah,
because
right.
you'll know that. And there are also times where I can be talking and go, I fucking missed it the bit.
Yeah, it's like the bit I need to call
and
back
I
to.
need to. Sometimes, but I'll just say to people, listen, I've missed it a bit,
Yeah, I'll do it
and
now.
I'll tell you what it was.
Yeah.
Because I've got menopause and see if we get a problem with that.
Yeah.
And then
So
they
there's
make
all
it
that
funny.
license there,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that is a bit like learning stuff for TV, because
Yeah.
just filmed some recently.
Yeah.
It gives you
You've-
that
there's leeway.
safety net.
Yeah.
I also think that like when comedians mess up, or if like there's like a little flash of like themselves rather than their like stage persona,
Yeah.
I think that's even funnier.
Yeah,
than,
that's
like,
true, and it gives people. It's like this is why they came.
Yeah.
To see it live type of thing.
And a bit of the
Yeah.
scenery for us.
Yeah,
doing something like
yeah,
that.
exactly.
I
Yeah.
love that,
Yeah.
and I love as well like comedian Amanda Dwyer. She's like her persona is very dry and like one note, very like this is her. She's like very quiet, and then like if someone makes her laugh, I love that.
Yeah.
Because then it's
Could you
like,
see the
It's
yeah.
great. It's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, I like that stuff too.
I love it.
I'm enjoying the fact that this has just been a conversation as opposed
Yes.
to. So, Karen,
Yeah.
you were born in Ayr. I'm like,
Yeah.
actually, I was born in Glasgow. Right. I'm like,
Is
Wikipedia.
that a thing? Why do people think you were born in Ayr? Because
I
did
was
you
brought
live
up in Ayr.
Born, oh, okay,
Aye,
right.
I was born up the road.
Oh, nice.
And then, how old were you when you moved to
So, have we started yet? Is it like,
Yeah,
no, that's
like,
the
oh,
thing.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
going to start
yeah,
asking
yeah.
the questions.
No,
yeah.
it's we think that the just having a chat is better than
Yeah.
like
I
interviewing.
would say so.
Yeah.
And we're better at having a chat than interviewing.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to fucking go on Wikipedia and
Need to
be
be,
like...
do we do interviews? Do people do interviews anymore? Is that the done
not
thing?
Well,
sure.
I think if they do, it's like because if you base your interview off stuff that you've found online about a person,
Yeah,
then you're just going to be asking the same questions that have already been
Yeah.
answered. Like, why?
Yeah.
And I've had that. There's sometimes like I've thought, go and ask me if I believe in God. Or
Yeah.
something like
Oh my
that.
God, that's
You know,
what we had
something-
before. We did that
He's a,
yesterday.
well, just for conversation, he's a curveball. He's
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
Do you believe in God?
Do you believe in? Oh, right.
Well, we're in a church. We're in a church.
I know.
So.
Yeah.
I don't, and I sometimes wish I did.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I have that
I
kind
feel
of
like
strange
that.
thing.
Yeah.
I used to, not in a necessarily religious way, but just
There must be
there's
something.
something there.
Yeah.
And I think when we die, we'll go on. And then
Yeah.
But yeah.
I was saying this when we were having a conversation before. Like, I can't say. Obviously, I can't say for sure anything other than what we know of the Earth and everything. Like,
Yeah.
don't know anything about space further than
Yeah.
Mars or whatever.
Yeah.
But. So there could be something out there that we don't know, but how can we be the ones that decide what that is? Like someone's just made that up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But again, have said this before, but I think that the world is too complex for things to be coincidence, but I don't necessarily believe that there is a God.
Right, yeah.
And but I don't necessarily, like, I'm not religious, I don't.
Yeah.
But I think that, like, that there's, what is it, what's for you will not go by you, like that kind of thing. I think that things are, like, nicely laid out, but not in a way that, like, someone's decided that that's going to happen
Where I
to you.
get a bit confused is with the free will debate.
Yeah.
I don't think that we do have free
I read
will.
the book.
Yeah.
I didn't finish the book. I read half of a book called, I think it's called Creating Freedom.
Right.
Something like that. And it's about that. It's about this guy, his theory is that, like, when you boil down every decision that everybody ever made, it's quite existential and scary if you think about it like this, but if you boil down every decision, it's never a real choice. It's never like
There's the illusion. All choice is an illusion.
Yeah.
It must be, even though, like, Sibyl, I could choose to just get up and go the new.
Yeah, it's like, of course you could, but
it's like,
could you?
And sometimes it's like, because it's like,
okay,
what is it? Say, I chose, and I'm like, well, what is the I that you speak of there?
Yeah.
Well, it's me.
Yeah. But, like, what is
What's
that?
you?
Yeah.
Because, like, if you lose your arm, you're still you.
Yeah.
And then if you lose, your other arm,
Yeah.
what is it that makes you
also,
you? Don't know
like-
how many arms I had there. I think it was fucking Ganesh. And then
also,
you lost your trunk.
If something like, what made you choose? Like, is it like all the people that you like in the society that you're in, or the people that are like? Did you choose to do it because you think somebody else is going to want you to do it, and like, or did it's like?
Well, or is it the lump of electrified meat in between my ears?
Yes. Yeah.
That's the chooser.
Yeah.
Is it?
And is that you? Is that who? Like, it's
so.
But yeah, I also
it gets very like.
They also say that you've never had an original thought as well, and I like fully that there would be sometimes I would say something funny, something really funny, for example, and then I would be like, oh yeah, this is this, and then I would go online, and then there would be like the exact same joke or like same story or like that kind of thing, and it's like there's no originality in that kind of like.
But they say there's only 5 original jokes anyway.
Oh, and everything's just
5
built off.
setups.
Yeah.
I can't ever remember what they are, but it's like the reveal, the slapstick, whatever it is.
So it's all based off that.
Everything's going to be a derivative of those. Sort of almost like original tunes as well.
Yes. Because there's only so many notes or whatever.
But do you think before you came in, I was talking to Lottie about my weird dream that I had last night.
Yeah.
But do you take like meaning from dreams that you have?
Well, here's another piss in your chips moment here, because I don't know, sometimes people are, have you ever read Viktor Frankl, Man's Search for Meaning? And you've got to be very careful about this, because I mean, it's a phenomenal piece, and what a phenomenal man Viktor Frankl was. If you know him, he was in the concentration camp, and it's his account of that and his hope in that. I mean, it's humbling, isn't it? Reading it. And so, that aside, if I can say that, things will mean whatever I assign them to mean, and that will be based on myriad conditions. Very few of them conscious. Another thing, the subconscious is always driving the bus.
I think though, dreams, I think nobody can predict the future, so you can't assign meaning in that, like, oh, this is going to happen to you. But you could be like, oh, why am I dreaming about this thing? Why, like, is this thing bothering me and I didn't realise, type thing? Am I stressed about something that I didn't realise?
I mean, also there's certain dreams that I have that I'm just like, I like telling my partner, being like, oh, this happened, and then it would be something so mental where I'm being chased by like my brother-in-law, and like then all my teeth fall out and all this, and then just say like the weirdest thing, and they'd be like, what do you think that means? What do you think that means? And it means I'm mental.
Yes. Worried about money.
But I don't think that there is actual like meaning. There's certain things, like I often have dreams I'm in a theme park. And apparently I was talking to Hannah, who works here, and she said that that's like your life's like going up and down, But then I was like, right, but I'm not on a roller coaster. I'm like
just walking around.
I'm
the
just
theme
walking
park.
around, and it's like I'm so excited because I know I'm in a dream, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
so
be
it's actually
on
a good dream.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be like
gonna
going
go on the Big
riding
Dipper.
on a ride, but then I always wake up before I get the fun bit.
That's actually true.
Yeah.
God love us, I said with irony. Were we
We seek meaning.
cabin units
Yeah.
in a meat suit
Yeah.
on a big blue
Mm.
rock
Yeah.
in the middle of
Yeah.
infinity,
Yeah.
and we don't know how we got here.
Yeah.
We don't really, and we don't know where we're going, and
Yeah.
we're wearing hats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we came from
Yeah.
a place that we were like eat, sleep, shag,
Yeah.
shite, repeat.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's like, don't use, don't pick up your fork
Yeah.
with that hand, and
Yeah.
do you know?
All these
Yeah.
rules that don't actually mean anything.
Yeah.
And so I understand my need for meaning to give myself a reason to fucking get out of my bed
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
wash my face in the
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
But underneath that, and I don't know if this is cynical or pessimistic or nihilistic. I don't know, the jury's out with that. Anyway. But I think it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think I feel the
it's
same.
not about carte blanche
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
hurt people around
Yeah,
that, but
yeah.
it doesn't matter because
Yeah.
so much mattered for so long
Yeah.
that when I look back on it, didn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
But you
just-
can't realise that till
Yeah.
after it.
No,
and all that
there's
sort
no
of
way
stuff.
not to. Have you ever heard of the book The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho?
Oh,
It's a
someone.
classic.
I think my mum was talking. Someone was talking about it the other day.
I'm just going to spoil it. He dies at the end. No.
What?
No. The wee lonely shepherd boy looking after a flock of sheep.
Yeah.
Living in a shack, has a dream of treasure that he's to find, goes all around the world to find it, and it brings him back to where he started. And he was sleeping on the actual treasure. It was underneath where he was
Wow.
sleeping.
Yeah.
But he had to do all that
Yeah.
to come back there.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
there's
yeah.
the metaphor
I like
in
that.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
Yeah,
nice. Yeah.
I like that.
You would never have known it. You'd never
Yeah.
have got to it.
Yeah.
I think that like with meaning, like finding meaning in stuff. Same with again, we've said this before, but with like the idea of heaven and stuff. I don't believe that.
Yeah, you
but
said
then
this.
like if someone believes it, that I think whatever the person believes, like when they pass on, then that would be. I
But
think
then
that's
they would
true.
have to exist when they passed on.
Well,
Yeah.
this is the thing. Yeah.
But
I just think it's
what you
nice.
said,
Yeah,
Molly,
yeah.
I would hope to have some kind of level of humility to go,
Yeah.
I don't
No,
fucking
exactly.
know. I don't know.
Yeah.
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 There was
It's just nice.
quite a bad kitsch film with Robin Williams called What Dreams May Come.
Oh yeah,
Right,
yeah,
I never
yeah.
saw
Cuba
that.
Gooding Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his wife died by suicide, and
Yeah.
he had already died, and so he was trying to find her because she was in purgatory or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And there was some interesting themes in that, like whatever you believe, therefore.
yeah.
But I would still, I'm like, what if I believed in heaven?
Would you go to heaven?
How
would you
do
go?
I? Then
Yeah.
I have a soul simply because I believe that?
Yeah.
I believe I can fly. No, you can't.
Yeah.
You can only fly once,
Yeah.
and for 3 to 4 seconds.
Yeah.
And that
And
way,
then-
and then you'll be flying down quite quickly, and you'll not fly again.
Well, you kind of flew when you
Yeah,
did
you
the
flew
bungee.
yesterday.
I did. Well, I kind of. I believe I can drop, dangle. I believe in gravity. Yes, yes. So
Yeah.
I don't
I
know
believe
that
I can
if
drop
I can
this-
see it,
yeah.
then I can.
I think when it comes back to religion, I think we've lost something as a society in the community of religion.
Yes,
and I think
100%.
there's a lot of awful things that have happened through religion and still do happen because of it. But I do think we could do with something that's like that everyone's involved in and everyone can come together, like
Yeah.
even like a once a week thing, or if it's something that's like, I just think that like that community is really, really good and like it, but not in a way that's like you have to behave like this and you have to do
But
this.
I agree with that, but I think that's quite utopian. It's that
Oh,
idea.
yeah,
Why
yeah.
are we all fighting?
Yeah.
Why can we
Yeah,
not
no.
just all live in
Yeah.
harmony? Is because we're wee primates whoever's got the most bananas wins.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
100%.
And
But-
whatever
but
the banana
I
means to you.
think trade unions should be replacing like where there was congregations because of religion, I think trade unions could replace that. Because I think trade unions, obviously there's like work to be done in workplaces, but I think there should also be like
Is that not just
like fun
an
like
arm
community
of capitalism
things.
that we're away now.
You asked for it.
But I think that at the root of that, I'm not even disputing that, but I think a question at the root of that before we get to how to solve it is, do we really want equality?
Why? Well, like as in, I think we want.
As the wee animal that we are,
we want like revenge against people that have treated us badly,
or possibly, that's an ingredient in the recipe of inequality. Or we're a status-led species.
And there's always like an us and them type thing.
Yeah.
Possibly, because that be part of the status is what tribe we're in. You know, are we blue or green? Are we so? And we choose a tribe. I'm neither. I'm Partick Thistle. Well, you're still a tribe. You're not neither.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Switzerland's a country in its own right. You know, so all that kind
absolutely.
And can we cope with equality? Can we?
Well, I have often thought that I think that humans aren't built to live in cities or in like huge populations like we currently do, and I think it leads to like there's no way of maintaining control. Not that you have to fucking control, but you know what I mean. Like everybody's
yeah.
And so I think, and I don't know what the solution to that is, because you don't want to like make people not live in cities. But I don't think it's conducive to the best outcomes for people because there's too many people to provide for everybody in the way that's best for them.
But again, the question, I mean, and this is quite, it's like, that's what you asking that for. What does that mean about you? Asking that question? I'm like, because I love my questions. Can we cope? Can the species that we are cope with egalitarianism? I don't, but I just want us all to be the same. Dear fuck. I might be top of the bill.
Yeah. But I think capitalism is what makes us.
Is capitalism not an end result of who we are anyway?
Not necessarily. I don't think so.
Go on.
I think capitalism has obviously been very successful in that it's like spread around the world. But for thousands and thousands of years before that, we didn't have that. And we obviously still had...
What did we have?
Well, there was like feudalism where there's still like the top down type thing. But it's not inevitable, I don't think. I think capitalism has made us all think that like we're a naturally competitive species and we can't... We always
feudalism?
want to fight. I know, but there was still... I'm not saying that was better.
No, I'm just saying, is it not just different manifestations of status, being a status-led species?
Potentially. But then if we lived in smaller groups, there would still be status within... There would still be status within the groups, but there's fewer people. You can care for all the people.
Okay. But did we?
I don't know.
Actually, and maybe that is something for me to consider, viewers. Is that so we're fucked. And it's not to be pessimistic.
No.
It's to try.
It's like to think about.
I heard something great the other day. It's not, whether it's spirituality, which that word always makes me balk because I just don't know what it means anymore. It's fucking Tesco's own spirituality. Oh, that's only $2.99.
Perfect.
So everything's so commodified. I just can't even connect with the word anymore because it's just like saying blue. It's, well, what kind of blue? How many blues? So.
No, this is the smartest we've ever been on this pod. Yeah.
I don't know if we are capable of it. I don't know how to take care of each other. And actually, I don't even know if people want... I'm saying, at the top of the bill.
Yeah.
You hear that? Paging Dr. Freud. But not everybody wants to be that either. So but some people do. So what do you do with the people that do want to... Some people want to be led.
Could it be... I don't know. Could it be a like nurture versus nature thing? Like maybe people become the types of people who want to be on the top because of the way that they were raised, or like rather than an inherent thing. But who knows?
Yes,
Like, or it's an education thing. Like, if you were taught in a different way, maybe you
Definitely, there's
like,
definitely there's a class element of
Yeah,
bringing
yeah,
that
yeah,
as well,
yeah,
and what
yeah,
is
yeah.
expected of you if you're
Exactly.
born in a
Yeah.
certain class.
Yeah. I want to be optimistic and be like, we can have a class revolution and take over the fucking oligarchs and capitalists and all that and become a utopian.
And now
And we can imprison all
people who need people. She's quite good. I'm the luckiest people. Oh my God!
Yeah.
I thought that was Karen Dunbar, but it was Barbara Streisand.
I love that. It's good acoustics in here as
Yeah,
well.
actually is.
I jumped right on that horse.
Yeah. That's
Rode
good.
it all the way to Chinatown.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want the UK to be taken over by China and become a communist state.
I want the UK.
TikTok.
Yeah.
And
I want the UK to be taken over by Karen Dunbar.
Okay, yeah, that's
So she can sing.
I'll be
Yeah.
top of the bill, by the way.
I would take that if you were the leader.
No, I'm an
Yeah.
arse, really.
No, but you imagine you could just do what you want, tell people to do what you want.
Do you know, I mean, I don't know how much. Yeah.
Well, actually, yeah.
Oh, no, we're all right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I'm all right. Aye. I mean, that was another question that I've had like really interesting discussions about is, you know, and actually I'm going to write something up about this because I saw it and I was like, it's reminded me of this.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Cam? See if I win the lottery, I don't want 20 million. Just a million.
Yeah.
Just a million for me, right? And it's just this
Just
idea
a shy million, yeah.
And because what I would do, and I'll tell you what I would do, right? I would firstly, obviously, I would get a house for me and the family and everything, and they would get a house, and I would give money to my auntie and that and blah. But then I would put money to charity, and I would start a charity for donkeys, wee donkeys that have been doing mines and blah blah blah, and they've got their £1 million plan, right? And it wouldn't change me, and I'm like, you fucking get that million in the bank like that. Do you know what? Just before I get a house, I need a holiday.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the Seychelles.
Yeah.
And then you're in the Seychelles and,
And then
you're
like, ooh.
and people are bringing you up coconut
Yeah.
water and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
that. And you've found out that if you invest, you'll get another 5 million. Or
Yeah.
do you know, whatever
Yeah.
it is, and you're
Yeah.
like, fuck, I'm not going back there.
Yeah. You can see how quickly it...
Yeah.
And because I think, and say it was like $1 billion, it would be like saying I will not be affected if I take a bag of smack.
Exactly.
It just
No,
feels
100%.
that-
Yeah.
That's a bit delusional,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
easy for me to say.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't know that with the winning the money, we've had a conversation I think with Josie Long, like back
that
in
was
the
ages ago.
that was like if you everything you have. You've won the lottery, but everything is already sorted. You have everything you want.
Yeah.
Like, what is the thing that you would get after that? Like, like your family won't want for anything. You won't want for anything. Your job's sorted. Like that. And she was like, I wouldn't move. I'm happy in my house. Like all this kind of stuff.
You have the deep fried songbird, don't you?
Is
That's
that a
what you have.
thing?
Did you
Wait,
see
what's that?
Billions?
Oh,
The
yeah.
Billions. It's like, no, I actually looked this up recently and I'm going to get it wrong, so we can put a correction or something like that. So, because I thought it was Japanese, but it was maybe a French legend or something that they deep fry this songbird fully.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's just a tiny, tiny wee thing they
Yeah.
deep fry and you eat it whole, but you need to eat it with a
Oh,
veil
yeah,
to hide the shame,
Oh,
and
man,
also
what's
it's
that?
about the aroma
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's where you're going next is deep fried songbirds.
Yeah.
But
crazy.
would you not? I feel like I would still be like, this is so fucking pretentious. Even if I was that
Yeah.
rich.
But I think, again, it's like saying
No,
I
it's
would
what
be
you
able
did,
to
I will be
connect
like this.
consciously
Yeah,
to how
that's
I
true,
am
that's
now
true.
after I've
Yeah.
took a bag of smack.
That's
yeah,
true.
Yeah.
We took a bag of smack. I'm saying bag of smack as I don't even know what it comes in. Is a bag of smack? I don't know.
Yeah.
Drugs is never right.
Yeah.
But like take a bag of smack and go, right, I still, do you know, I'm going to pay my council tax.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just that idea that level, because all that level of money is that level of power.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to have
Yeah.
that level of power and
Yeah.
go, oh no, I would still go and see Jean on a Tuesday
Yeah.
because I always see her on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all these people that are coming out in the Epstein files. That's it. That's like the abuse of power is what they're into
Yeah.
rather
It's
than
like every single person
everything that you can do with all that
Yeah.
money.
It's funny because I've consciously, and I'm not avoiding it, I've consciously not looked at any of that.
Really?
Because, and I was at a thing recently and somebody came up and went, what do you make? And I was like, I don't really know. Like let's talk about paedophilia while we're standing here.
Yeah.
And there's something. So I'm not. I don't mean to shut that
No,
down.
no.
What I'm saying is,
You're right.
Because I could go rabbit hole
yeah.
central with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything. The Queen was a lizard.
I thought you said, for point 2 of a second, I thought you said Leza, and I was like, what?
More likely she would have been a lizard, I think. So whatever that is there. Did we land in the moon? Aye, but did we?
Yeah. You sure of
I
that?
don't need to know
Yeah.
that.
You
don't need
There's
to fall
enough
into
going on
that.
with me
Yeah.
looking
Yeah.
at my back window and going, they've no empty day bins.
Yeah.
That's
I
plenty.
think with the Epstein files, they've released so much information that no one person can possibly sift through it all or comprehend what it all is meaning. It's totally a deliberate
Aye.
thing to fucking confuse everybody.
Yeah.
Boy,
and
that's
get people
happening there
all.
while China
Yeah,
buys the
exactly.
sea.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So
La, la,
everyone's
la,
just
la,
looking in
or
different
Australia,
directions.
or America,
like-
but whatever it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
But
More
yeah.
likely America,
And it's-
Israel.
Yeah.
Like,
I
fucking-
think it's also as well like everything has become so desensitized and stuff to a point where it's just like it is so normal for you to be like just about to go to sleep
the
and
president
then
of America's a
and then
whatever,
and then
like-
there'd be things being like and they ate the children
Yeah.
they ate and
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
that's normal like we're
Did you see
talking about that
hypernormalisation?
yes.
Aye.
and it's like
Curtis.
everything is just so it's like it's just so blasé
Yeah.
to a point where
So
when I was
anyone can
younger
do
something
anything.
happened and it was just like you couldn't even talk about it
Yeah.
and like you have to be you need to like decide that you're going to have that deep conversation but then you're in the doublet and you're sitting down and someone brings up like someone being a pedo and everything and then you're just like that's just normal
Yeah.
it doesn't even register as like
Yeah.
holy
Aye,
shit
that, as you say, that level of desensitisation, that's the worrying thing. That there, when you say that there isn't outrage, but that there isn't like action.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
We're so.
It's like, what can we do? It's all
that
so big.
sense of
Like,
impetus.
Yeah, exactly.
Social impetus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that's.
Yeah,
You
but
might tell
yeah,
me.
I would hope that if I ever got
we're in the
money,
Epstein files.
yeah, if I ever
If it was ever revealed that you
no,
got.
but it's like if I ever got money, like that, I would hope that it wouldn't change me like to be a wanker because like
So yeah, you might not be a wanker.
But you wouldn't
But you
even
would-
care
you would
if
be
you were a wanker
changed. Yeah.
because you would be surrounded by
Yeah.
wank.
Yeah,
that's so
Yeah.
true.
Again, maybe that's my pessimism. Maybe as the writer, is it Anna Anais? Maybe that's not her name.
Yeah.
But anyway, she says we don't see the world as it is, we see it as we are.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I like
maybe
that.
I'm
That
just
is-
judging
yeah,
everything
yeah,
with very
yeah.
high standards.
No,
but
it's
Yeah.
very. I mean, that's great.
I do think you're probably right. Like I always think about how like when I have been earning the least money that like in my life, how significant the price of like a loaf of bread was, and how like like I've got £5 to last me a week or whatever, and that loaf of bread is such a big percentage of the money
Yeah.
that I've got.
Yeah.
Whereas now, I'm not like earning millions, but it's still like a loaf of bread is so. It doesn't matter really.
Yeah,
I remember standing in the supermarket with the change that I had and what I had bought, and they rang it up and said, and I gave them money, and he went, "You're 8 pence short," and I
Oh my
went,
god, yeah,
"I'll just put the onion back."
yeah.
yeah.
And a woman behind me went, "I'll get you the onion hen."
That's
Yeah.
so nice.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so there's always that when you're
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
that
yeah.
moment
Yeah.
that's part of my
Uh-huh.
experience, that's
Yeah.
part of my life in
Yeah.
there as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to. It's that power, it's that level of power. The idea that I would be able to, me would be able to contain that, and that the people round about me, and I've got phenomenal people in my life, and I think if I became a billionaire, I think they would change as well.
Yeah, surely.
And that's not about a judgment about them.
It's
that's
like the
about,
access that you
Yeah.
then have
But
to
it's
things that you've
something
never
like,
had
Cam,
before.
you're the
yeah.
king now.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
the king.
Yeah.
So I can just do it
Yeah.
and just want to go out tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And
I'll
you can have
pay,
the
I'll
place
pay,
to
I'll pay,
yourself.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
I remember seeing this interview with this. This was like back in the day, like around the same time where the Ingram thing. What was the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire scandal?
Oh, aye.
Oh,
So it was like
yeah,
around that
yeah,
time,
yeah.
and like at that time of my life, like lottery was like big in the in my family. We were gonna win, and I remember seeing a documentary about it. And the guy who had just won, it was something mental, like 60 million or something.
Yeah.
Like it was huge. And he had said like I could cut off like 8 fingers and still not be able to count like the amount of true friends I have, like on my hand.
Aye.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was quite a severe way of
Yeah.
putting that across.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just say, I don't
because,
really
well,
have
like,
many
he's-
true friends,
yeah,
but
yeah.
He's
But I
found
think
that out
I'm
after,
so
wasn't
rich,
he?
I
Yeah.
could cut my fingers off and regrow them.
Yeah,
and still
but,
not
he was just like, as soon as he was like, the worst thing that happened to me was people realizing that I had won the lottery.
Damn.
Because then everyone's
They
like,
switch up.
but it's not just that, it was just like there's an expectation that like you've won the lottery now, and so because I've been such a good friend for the past 5
gonna give
years,
me
that you
$1 million.
have to owe me, like you owe, there's like monetary value, and that's scary to be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
as soon as there is money in a pot, people think like it's like I don't know whether it's the animalistic thing from capitalism or whatever. It's just like, well, now you have excess money,
Yeah.
surely I'm due
Yeah,
some,
yeah.
and that's I don't
Quite
like that.
self-centered though of the person. I don't know.
Of the person wanting
Like if
the money.
if you won £60 million, would I expect?
No one would know, but they would be
No,
signs.
but if I did know, I'm wondering if I would be like, get man.
But again, that's like if you took a bag of smack and I took some of that, I would be. I can just stop there. How can I tell you what I would be?
Yeah.
How could I possibly, if you took 2 tabs of acid and I took a tab of acid, so well, I've had a tab of acid before, but anyway,
Yeah.
it's just that idea
Yeah,
that like,
you have no
if
idea.
you lost your limbs and that,
Yeah.
what we talking about here?
Yeah.
If you were a different species,
Yeah.
There's no way you can't
Yeah.
relate.
Can I
There's no
say
way.
that's
Yeah.
what I would be like?
It's not coming from like I have never, like I've never been someone that's like rich,
Yeah.
and so I would never know what I would be like
Yeah.
because it's never happened to me,
Yeah.
and it's just
It's also the idea of what rich is. I mean, I think I'm rich now.
Mm.
When
So
I
do-
say
I think I'm
rich
rich
now
now.
because I can buy an onion.
Yeah.
I don't have to
Yeah,
put
That's
the
what I
onion
feel
back.
like right
yeah.
now. Yeah.
And I can pay my bills.
Yeah.
Right?
No, that's perfect.
And I'm like, oh my God.
The people that I like, you know, when somebody's earning like, not even, it's like kind of normal to earn like, you know, you could be earning 70k and that's kind of normal in the UK, but that seems unbelievable
Yeah,
to me.
yeah.
Like, what do you spend your money on?
Yeah.
I can't imagine it.
I don't know.
But loads of people earn that.
Yeah, I read somewhere that Taylor Swift's outgoings is that she spends like nearly $1 million a day or something crazy like that, because she's like filthy rich.
She's a
But-
billionaire.
Yeah, but she also then took a flight that was less than a minute last year. Yeah.
The time you get your shoes on.
Yeah, it was like longer getting through security than actual
Yeah.
flight. Like that is to me that is like
She's just a different. That's like a different species. Isn't
Yeah.
it? Like
Aye. And
It's a totally
actually
different way of
disgusting.
living.
Yeah. it's
so
disgusting.
all the hypotheticals, I think they're really hard to answer
Yeah,
in that.
yeah,
But it's,
yeah.
and again, it's that. But where did we come from? How did we get to that? Where were we?
we're talking about
Where did
believing
we
in
go?
God. That's the
Yeah.
question.
Oh, and then we were talking about like what could we like, is equality achievable?
Oh, yeah.
And then that came from then capitalism, and then we were talking about money, because
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
does
yeah,
come
yeah.
back to money, really.
Everything going back to money.
Well, it's
Until
was
the
it,
revolution.
Oscar Wilde
Yeah.
quote. What is it? Everything is about sex except sex, which is about power.
And then power, and if power is just sex, then you need to ask yourself, who's screwing you?
Whoa.
Yeah,
Okay,
I didn't know
Oscar.
that bit. But
Well,
that's
that
great.
bit was Janelle Monáe.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, there's a
Dance or
song
Die?
That's cool.
that she's got. Yeah, what the fuck is it called? I think it's there's like a song from the album The Way You Make Me Feel.
Yeah.
That album. I think it's a song called Screwed, and then it like breaks down into like, because everything is just sex except sex, which is power. If power is just sex, ask yourself who's screwing you.
Damn.
And I remember listening to it, being like this like young queer woman being like, yes, Janelle.
Thank you, Janelle.
Thank you, Janelle. I'm going to
But
follow
even
you
that, I
home.
remember having this sort of wee realisation, like a woman working in ASDA saying, I wish I was at in the amateur dramatics, so the amateur, I would just love to have been at, and then somebody in the amateur dramatics saying, I wish I was, you know, on the real stage doing this, and somebody in the real stage saying, I wish I could break into films, and then somebody that was in films like Meryl Streep's like, or in films saying, I wish I was as famous as Meryl Streep, and then Meryl Streep going, fuck me, I wish I just worked in Asda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know
what I mean? The snake eating its own arse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
end up...
You're never gonna like
So
however high you
what
get,
is
you're
the
never gonna
source?
do.
And I think maybe that's the real question, viewers. What is the source of our perpetual dissatisfaction? Fucking Trumps.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is the source of that?
Are there people that are satisfied, or is there anyone in the world who's like, I'm fine?
Can I ask a question about that question? Define satisfaction.
Well, okay, yeah. I suppose somebody who's, I suppose if like in every element of their life they are content, they don't want a different thing.
So would that, because I'm thinking about what Josie Long said there, saying I don't need anything. I mean,
Yeah.
I had one night, I was getting my nice wee flat and I'm looking out the window and blah, blah, blah. I was lying in my bed and I can see out the window. And I kid you not, it was a shooting star, right?
Oh.
And I was like, oh my God. And my next thing is make a wish.
Yeah.
And my next thought was,
I don't have anything to wish for.
Yeah.
Oh,
at that time I didn't have a partner. There was plenty of, but at that moment,
you were
Yeah.
content.
Yeah.
I had nothing. I was like, what would I have right now to change this?
Wow,
That's, so
that's
nice.
great.
No,
Yeah.
that fucking goes.
I suppose
Quite
that's the
enough
thing.
when
You
I get a parking ticket
you
after-
can't.
Yeah.
You can't consistently be content about everything,
So
can you? It's
is
like
that
that's up and
more
down.
about not what there is, but not only the realisation, but the total embodiment of the present.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you were completely content all the time, that would cycle around into being discontent because you can't be without
We can't have
the
that.
lows.
Yeah.
There can't be
Yeah.
highs.
Can one have that? Is that enlightenment that we're talking about? And that is just.
And then is that even good? It's like why
No
would you actually
rain,
really
no
want that?
flowers.
Yeah.
That's what they say, don't they?
evil.
Oh man, yeah. I feel like there's ambition. Like I don't know. I think that I remember my friend Cameron got a house, and I went round and I was so excited at the idea that someone in my friendship group had a place to live that had stairs. I was like, this is not. I was like, that's what I want to have, a place that I own,
That has
that's
stairs.
mine, that is like the content of like, this is my nest, like
Yeah,
my
yeah,
home,
yeah.
like everything. And if it has stairs,
Yeah.
whoa,
But then what if you get it at the roof?
I don't know.
Right.
Well, that would be the thing. It's like, now I have stairs. What do I want?
Yeah.
A bed.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's nice.
Yeah.
This one is a real thinker of me.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. And it never recorded.
No, it
Most
was.
of it is. And also it's on this or something.
Yeah. I kept looking and then I was
kept looking. It was.
It must have just
about 5
happened.
seconds.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's telling us that it's time to stop.
I feel a natural
Yeah, exactly.
conclusion.
Do you have anything? Oh, we'll wait till it's definitely recording here. Do you have anything you'd like to plug or promote?
What could I want? I'm on at the Citizens Theatre on the 25th of March. It was
Nice.
part of the comedy festival.
Nice.
Class.
It's nearly sold out. But there's a couple.
Yeah.
I think there's like.
They're like a waiting list.
Yeah.
Or just like a few like single seats
Aye.
or whatever.
Yeah.
However, and I'm on tour at the end of the year, or September onwards.
Yeah.
Nice.
And there'll be
Nice.
other things as
Yeah.
well, but my socials, watch me on the TikTok and
Yeah.
things like
Yeah.
that. That's been really good for me. I've got a wee guy that
Yeah.
manages my socials and he's
Yeah.
Oh,
brilliant.
cool. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
Yeah.
do more stuff on my YouTube channel. Karen Dunbar goes too far.
Oh
yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
What's
That sounds,
that? What's
sounds
that?
really good.
The bungee
yeah.
jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do
I
you
mean-
have an icebreaker question?
Oh yeah. So
We
An
do
ice cream question?
No,
Icebreaker.
an icebreaker question.
Ah,
We
okay.
do an icebreaker question at the end of the episodes because we're crazy.
yeah.
That's
And
perfect.
Molly always is the one that. Has it.
So you used to. Are you still host karaoke or do you not do that much anymore?
No. A
Was-
DJ, still
Yeah.
DJ.
Yeah. Oh, actually, shout out to Finn who works here.
Yeah.
She saw you at Berkeley Suite.
I was brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that.
Yeah. She was like, she honestly, she'll be.
I'll send
She'll
you
be
the mix.
commenting.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'll send you the mix. I'm
Yeah,
ready about it,
please,
aye.
please. Genuinely, please.
In
But
fact,
she
if you could put that up anywhere,
Yeah.
because it's totally different.
Oh,
You know,
cool,
to
yeah,
play
yeah,
at Training Men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she was like,
I'll show you.
she was like, that's changed my life, genuinely. She
What?
was like, yeah, she had, and she was saying that she was up to you like that. She was wearing the Stand t-shirt. And she was going like this.
Did I not see it though? Because
No,
I would
I
have
don't- she
been
probably-
completely.
yeah.
So my ambition is to play music that I want to play to people that want to hear it.
Yeah.
So is it here? In fact, she might be in this.
She probably is.
This was my last song.
Is she there? Can we see her?
Let's see if I can
Oh,
see.
look at everybody. That's so class.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was her.
It was
That's class.
That
fantastic.
looks sick.
That's well done. Oh!
Oh, that looks so
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Anyway, I'm too
But
excited.
but she came in the next day and she was like, I love it. I love her. I love her.
I wanted to do much more of that. I'm
Yeah.
going to Ibiza. I've got a gig.
Oh, my
that's
They
god.
said, we'll get you £20 an hour. Is that okay? Well, that's fucking great.
Yes,
yeah.
that's class.
If I like stumbled into you DJing in Ibiza, I think that would like make my entire life. Yeah. I'd be like,
Karen Dunbar!
Anyway, so what was the question?
So the question is, was there any song that people would choose to sing that would make you go, oh,
Oh, at the karaoke?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake, how long have you got? I'll tell you, it was a hard listen. Put the name up, not that. And here comes Peter singing Bohemian Rhapsody.
oh yeah, the ones that are like 8 minutes long.
Is
Yeah.
this real?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm just going for a shite.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I feel like
There's so many classic songs that I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I've heard it.
yeah.
I've heard it.
To be fair, I've been guilty of doing it, like doing this. I've sang Love Shack before, but I feel like if I'm not
Oh,
doing
Love
it,
Shack's a crowd pleaser.
Yeah,
though.
But yeah.
This is the thing. You need to be aware when you're doing karaoke. You need to be
Yeah.
aware that you're performing for the crowd.
Yeah.
You can't just do a song that you like singing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Somebody
But
picking a Radiohead album
Yeah.
track. Like,
or one that's
yeah.
like proper, like. I think that you do have to have like the odd ballad in there, but one that's like a proper like. And it's like really sad.
Yeah. And everyone's just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the one
Right.
that like Kate Bush that's like.
Aye, but see if somebody, this woman's work.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And for
That's
just
a lovely
50p a day,
But
you two
need
could
to,
buy
I
an
mean,
onion.
sometimes when the lass come in and sung My Heart Will Go On, and she
yeah.
blew it out
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah.
water and the place goes mental.
yeah. So yes. So if
Yeah.
you know you can do
Fabulous.
that, then fine.
I guess as well, it's like sometimes there's like if you're doing Wuthering Heights or something, and if sometimes you have to be, if you're doing that kind of thing, I feel like you don't want to sound too screechy, and if it's like you do
Unpleasant.
actually need to like hit, it needs to
Yeah.
be impressive.
Yeah.
Or you perform
You
it
do
and
the
then
whole-
you can be
Yeah.
terrible. I mean, I remember, this is not a good story, but there was a woman come up and she was blutered and I don't know, I Will Survive, whatever it was, she sung and she was singing it like that.
Yeah.
Right? And I was going
Yeah.
inside out, and then the crowd were going, and then they were like that. And I was going, I know, and they were going, no, and I was like, I know, and they were like, no. Pished herself.
No.
And I didn't realise that
But she was
that's why
still
they were.
going.
I'm pissing
She's
the
still
stage,
going.
Yeah.
singing, and I'm like, I know, and they're like,
Oh God.
And at the end of it, she said, looked down, she went, I pished for myself for you, you cunt. I said for Andrea and a mop, please.
That's class. I love 5 minutes. That is so funny. No, we're like huge karaoke. It's gone again. We're huge karaoke fans. Love a karaoke.
Do you ever go to karaoke?
No.
Oh, I have been once. How's it going?
I think we should just wrap up.
Mm.
And
Okay, we're done.
Tonight, Malinky's.
Oh,
So the band, it's great.
yeah.
And sometimes it's not too busy, which is great as well. So people, you're up singing with the band, sing Love Shack with the band.
Oh,
we should
go. The words.
Yeah, we should go.
I did my family's Welsh, and there was a rap party at the stand for the Fringe last year, and I sang Delilah by Tom Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
It was unreal.
Yeah. And I was like, I like.
She did it from like, whoa.
And put the accent on.
Yeah.
We dedicated it to Gareth Much's dad, a Welsh comedian, and Roof Off. And I was actually like doing the tech, I was teching it, and no one was signing up, so I was like, me, big head, I'll sing. Holding a pint, got someone to get me a pint. That's my
it was class.
magnum opus.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
That was like great.
Sorry the sound is fucked for this bit.